Om Yogis, welcome to a practice today that is hoping to help with the relief of any feelings of dizziness or nausea that you might be suffering from. So let's lie on our tummies. So lie face down. Make a little pillow with your hands for your forehead. And let your toes let your heels roll out as your toes come in towards each other, legs are apart. And connect with your breath. Feel your breath as it moves against the floor. In this pose, you're super grounded, really. Knowing that even though we might feel a little bit dizzy or we might feel a little bit sick, we are connected to the earth. Our bodies still obey the laws of gravity, so we can feel the body heavying to the earth. And see if you can do that on every exhalation. See if you can allow your body to get a little bit heavier every time you exhale. You're just grounding here. Okay, beautiful. So when you're ready, let's push ourselves up and back to child's pose. So in child's pose today, we'll be sitting on the heels. The knees are together and we're just letting the body just drape over the legs. Forehead to the floor if possible, if not to a block. And let your arms come out behind you with your palms facing up. And again, follow your exhalation. And as you follow your exhalation, ground here. So this posture eases pressure on the nervous system and eases pressure on the inner ear. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, come up to seated, sit in any comfortable position. And we're just going to turn your inhale at center line. And as you exhale, turn your head to look over your left shoulder. Nice and gentle. So there's compression through the left side of your neck and there's extension through the right side of your neck. Drop your shoulders as best you can. Inhale here, then exhale back to center. Inhale, center line. And now exhale, go over to the right, look over your right shoulder. Feel compression through the right side of your neck and extension through the left side. Allow the shoulders to drop. Come back to center. Now gently lift your chin until you feel a stretch through the front of your neck. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. And now exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Only going as far as feels comfortable. And coming back to center, just shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Pull them up, up, up towards your ears gently, and then let them come down, down, down your back. All the way down your back. Lovely. Now start to take some tiny little shoulder rolls. Tiny, tiny little shoulder rolls here. Lovely, and then roll the other way. So if we have a strong and flexible neck and shoulders, this reduces the risk of dizziness that's associated with problems in the neck. That's why we're working here. Lovely. Now just bring your thumb out in front of you and focus your eyes on your thumb. And turn your head to look over your left shoulder again, but keep looking at your thumb. Come back to center. Turn your head to the right, but keep looking at your thumb. And now do this on your own. Keep focusing on your thumb as you turn your head. As we work with the eyes, we train the body to adjust to any movements that might trigger dizziness in us. Doing a little bit of training here. When you're ready, come back to center, keeping your thumb there. Look beyond your thumb. Find a point in the distance beyond your thumb and look at that. Now look to your thumb. Now look to the tip of your nose. Look to your thumb. Beyond your thumb. Thumb. Tip of nose. One more. Thumb, beyond your thumb, thumb, tip of nose. And now release your hand down. Just take a moment, breathe deep. And as you breathe here, bring the soles of your feet together. So you're coming into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees go wide. And you can hold your feet or you can hold your shins to help you sit up. If you feel yourself rolling and overarching your lower back, so your lower back feels like it's pressing out too much, prop yourself up onto a blanket. Lovely. This posture is thought to bring a healthy blood flow to the brain, which can help with dizziness. And we can add on to this by adding on some Ujjayi pranayama or Ujjayi breathing. This is thought to benefit the nerves and the blood vessels in the head. And how we do Ujjayi breathing is just imagine that you're humming but don't make any noise closing off the back of your throat. So it sounds like this. To exaggerate. And now keep that position of the throat and breathe in. Keep going. So you're closing off the back of your throat a little bit. And it makes you sound a little bit like Marge Simpson or Darth Vader. And you can feel your breath inside of your head. Take a few more breaths like this on your own. Beautiful. Now you can release the breathing, and you can release the position with your legs. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can just come to a comfortable seat. And we're going to just work with some acupressure points now, specifically for dizziness and nausea. So we're going to bring your thumbs to the indentations behind on your head, the back of your skull, directly behind your earlobe. So find your earlobe. Now we're not into the corner of the ear. We're not coming forward into the corner. We're moving back from the earlobe until you find a soft spot on both sides of your head here. It's sort of either side of where your neck would meet your head. Find that soft spot, and now apply pressure using your thumbs. And we're going to keep that pressure steady and still, and just hold that here for about a minute. Don't forget to breathe. And try not to create any tension in your shoulders. Try to lift your arms more from your chest as you do this. Keep pressing, nice, firm, gentle, even pressure to both sides. Just about another 30 seconds or so. Beautiful. And now just relax your arms. Take a few breaths here. Just feeling the effects of that little bit of acupressure. Now we're going to bring the thumbs in a little bit. Come to the base of your skull. Find your neck. Find where your spine, the top of your spine, and come either side of your neck. See if you can find some soft sort of depressions here. Right up at the base of your skull, either side of your neck. And press firmly and evenly, and we're just going to hold this one for just 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. So inhale here, and exhale, release your hands. Well done. Now we're going to hold your hand out in front of you. So hold one of your hands out in front of you and place your first 3 fingers at the base of your palm onto your wrist. This will help you find the pressure point that is directly underneath those 3 fingers, in between the 2 tendons that run through your wrist and your arm, your forearm. Find this point, place your thumb there, apply pressure, 30 seconds. Inhale here. Exhale. Release that, and we'll do exactly the same thing on the other side. So find that point, 3 fingers, right at the base of where your hand starts, where your wrist is. Put your thumb underneath them, and just between the 2 big tendons in your wrist, or you're just in the top of your wrist, you'll find that point. Just press here and hold 30 seconds. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, release that. Now grab a blanket and place it underneath, a rolled up blanket or a towel. Place it underneath your knees. Your legs come straight out in front of you now, lovelies. We're going to inhale, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Lift your waist out of your pelvis. And then as you exhale, gently fold forward as if you're coming to touch your toes, which some of you will be able to and some of you won't, and it doesn't matter. Neither way is better. We're just hinging at the hips to fold forward. And you can, if you're tight in your back or you're tight in your body, you can bend your knees more. You could have 2 blankets underneath your legs. Now wherever you are, just let the head drop, let the back relax, and breathe. As we fold forward, we balance pressure around the eyes and near the ears. We increase blood flow to the head, which is beneficial if you're dizzy. And you strengthen the nervous system. So nice deep breaths here. And every time you breathe out, see if you can allow your body to heavy a little more. Beautiful. Let's inhale here. As you inhale, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, slowly walk out of that. And now we're going to come to a wall space. So hopefully you're next to a wall. If you're not, you could always use a chair for this. And we're just going to bring the feet up the wall. So you're lying on your back with your feet up the wall. If you're using a chair or a table or something like that, the feet come up. And it doesn't matter so much if the knees have to bend over a chair and you're just sort of there. That's fine. Ideally, you're against a wall in a pose called Viparita Karani, feet up the wall. This pose is said to calm the mind and induce relaxation, facilitate blood flow to the head. But what's great about this, if you feel dizzy or sick, is that you're bringing more blood to the head without actually going upside down. Again, follow your exhalation, so just tune into your breath, and every time you exhale, allow yourself to drop and heavy and ground. And if you feel sick or dizzy, it's really important to be able to feel grounded. If you can, if you feel ungrounded, you're going to feel more sick and dizzy. So drop in with your exhalations, lovely. And you can add on here if you want to by adding on a humming bee breath, which is a super easy breath, a bit like the Ujjayi breath in some ways, that we're making that humming sound, but now we're actually making the sound. So inhaling, exhale, just hum. Inhale. Keep going on your own. The action of humming actually increases the exhalation, makes the exhalation longer, as we want to hum for longer because it's very relaxing to do this. And increasing the exhalation activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and relax response in all areas of the body. So keep humming. Beautiful. And you guys can stay here if you feel super relaxed and you're loving this. You can stay with the humming if you want to. If you want to add on again, you can come into plow pose very, very gently. We're just going to support your back. So bring your feet against the wall. And just start to push into the wall until your hips rise up, if this is comfortable for your body. If this doesn't feel right for your body, stay where you are. You're great where you are. But you can raise your hips up by pressing your feet against the wall. Support your back as soon as your hips come up. And you can keep one foot to the floor and just bring the opposite foot sort of up and over towards the mat behind your head. Now, it might not come all the way to the floor, and that's fine. If you're balancing here, just make sure that you're in a shoulder stand and not a neck stand. Don't allow this to roll too far back into the neck or back into the neck at all. We want no pressure on the neck. All the weight is in the shoulders. If your foot is to the ground, you might want to bring the other foot behind you. And if not, you might want to swap your feet over. And just do one leg at a time. So this pose, plow or half plow, is thought to completely relax the body. Helps us to regain focus. And it improves our ability to breathe. You know, sometimes when we feel sick and dizzy, it's like what we need is a good old breath, a good deep breath. Open the windows and get some fresh air. So maybe you're in plow with your feet behind you or one foot behind you, or maybe you've got your feet up the wall. Maybe you're humming bee breath. And it's all good. So if you're in plow now, lovelies, slowly bring yourself back to the wall. Keep supporting your back until you find the wall fully. And then support yourself as you come back to the floor, bringing your hips down to the floor gently. And just stay a while with your feet up the wall. And now all of us together, if you're doing hummingbee breath, we can stop doing that now. And all of us together, let's just gently roll to one side. Bring ourselves up to seated, but use the wall or use the chair or the table, whatever you've had your legs on. Use the wall to support your back here. And let yourself adjust to vertical gravity. We're going to come into Pashan Mudra today. Some mudra that is said to be beneficial for reducing feelings of nausea. So let's give it a go. With your right hand, your thumb presses the tips of your first two fingers. Your little finger and the one next to it stretch out as best you can. You can just place that hand on your lap. Your left hand, you're pressing you're pressing the middle two fingers. So the first finger, the pointer finger, and the pinky finger are free. And relax your hands down. And breathe. So this mudra is said to influence the energy currents around your stomach, your liver, your spleen, and your gallbladder. Helps the body to absorb oxygen, and so has a beneficial effect on nausea. Like I say, when you feel sick, you just want to open a window and have fresh air. So breathe here. Taking nice deep breaths in. And full, even, easy breaths out. And try to keep your mind focused on your breath. Relax your face, relax the hinge of your jaw. Keep pressing into your thumbs into your fingers. Beautiful. And then let's release that. And come down to lie down. Lie down on your back now, lovelies, coming into Shavasana. Close your eyes and follow the exhalation into relaxation. And allow yourself to stay here for as long as possible. And it's just like a little practice today, just to try a few things out. And it may well be that some of the positions we practice today and some of the exercises don't work for you, and some do. And you can hopefully take what works for you and use that to assist you should you feel dizzy or sick again. So this practice comes to you today with so much love. Try to stay in Shavasana for at least a minute or so longer after I leave, and I'm leaving now with a great big namaste. Namaste.